And we're going to play a little bit of What If now towards the end of this show, because we're wrapping things up here. But, I mean, coming out the other side, I suppose we can, speculate. But, okay, the prediction happens. What most people believe is Floyd comes out of this as, the winner. But again, it's almost like lose-lose for Floyd, other than he's going to be filthy rich, because even if he comes out of this, people will just be like, well, you was expected to do that. You was expected to knock him out in 60 seconds. I mean, the only way he probably gets over is if his first punch, he knocks Logan down in one punch, then maybe people will give it to Floyd. But that ain't going to happen probably. So he's going to come out of this, Chris, like whether he wins or loses, he is almost like for him in the sports side, he can't really win, can he?
No, not really. You're spot on what you say. As you say, people are like, well, you beat a YouTuber. It's not.
Exactly.
I don't think it much come out of it when he beat Conor McGregor, because they're like, well, you beat an MMA fighter. Yes, okay, Conor McGregor was a double champion at the time, but he didn't beat a boxer. He didn't beat a Canelo Alvarez, has he? You know what I mean? He beaten celebrities, and I think people are purists when it comes to boxing, aren't they? And they're like, again, Stewart, they want to see the best versus the best. So it's definitely a lose-lose. And the worst thing is, it sets this straight up for Jake Paul. And I think if he thinks he's got it bad with Logan Paul now, he's going to be in hell with Jake Paul. Absolute hell. Because he's a joker, isn't he? And he will push buttons.
Oh my God, I can't imagine the shenanigans that will happen there. That'll be a lot more Conor McGregor style promotion, I would imagine. Because that's the thing, Floyd can't really do much with Logan. Logan doesn't really react to a lot of this stuff. In a lot of ways, Logan looks more mature than Floyd, which isn't a great look for Floyd. But I think it's because he can't dig at him like he could at Conor McGregor. But having said all that, the other side of things, let's just say, for argument's sake, Chris, the upset, what Brett Thomas has been shoving down our throats. I mean, he shoved down my throat that he was going to be at WrestleMania, and we all laughed until 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and he showed up, and it was unbelievable. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. If Logan Paul was to win, what does this do to Floyd, and also what impact does that have on boxing?
Well, first and foremost, I don't care what Floyd says. I don't care what he said yesterday. I genuinely feel that he'll be embarrassed, because let's be honest, he's 50 and no. I don't care if it doesn't go on the record. That one's still there, no matter what. And you lost to a YouTuber. You didn't lose to a boxer. You lost to this young kid with lots of money. A pretty boy. That's still going to kill you, no matter what. On the flip side, it's a win-win for Logan Paul, because if he loses, I lost to the best. If he wins, I just beat the best. For boxing,
if he wins, oh my God.
Yeah, like I said on Big Fight Weekly yesterday, the world will explode. But when it comes to boxing,
it will.
I feel like I think it's an embarrassment to boxing. I felt like that with Jake Paul and Ben Askren, even though I didn't feel like Ben Askren was the savior of MMA. Believe me, I wasn't in that ring and thinking Ben Askren's doing this for MMA, because I didn't believe that. But Floyd's technically doing it for boxing, isn't he? And beating one of the Paul brothers. So if he did lose it, I think it'd be very embarrassing for boxing. Really embarrassing.
My God. The thing is as well, I know this for a fact, and they stated this yesterday, there's no rematch clause. So if Logan wins, if I was Logan Paul and I win that fight, I hold that for as long as I can. Just keep ripping into Floyd every opportunity I can, making the most of the fame. And I guarantee you he'll be getting a lot more than 15 million next time. He'll probably have to split it for them to try and get his win back, to try and not tarnish his career. And then you could imagine Jake Paul being like, well, I don't need to fight Floyd now. Yeah, my brother beat him. There's no point. I need someone bigger. Just rubbing it in even more.
Yeah, it'd be like
that would be crazy.
I just think it would be, like I said to you, it'd be a massive story. You know what? Sky Sports, I know they're covering the boxing fight on Sunday. That'd be all over Sky Sports News. You can see it now. Logan Paul with whatever belt he'll have at the fight.